Hello, welcome to a book obsession. I'm Ashley Gunn, and this is going to be a book review of Winter by Marissa Meyers. I thought I'd get that all out there because I think I forgot that part of the last video. Okay, so this is the last book of this series that's not a bonus book. Your four main books are going to go Cinder, Scarlet, Cress, and then Winter. There's a lot of bonus books. Feel more than welcome to read all of those. But I was trying to get the story itself. So, Winter, I'm going to tell you, I wasn't really 100% sure what this book was going to be about because my brain went, it's either Frozen, and then there's an apple on the cover, so Snow White. And I got to tell you, I think that Marissa Meyers almost combined the two. It's interesting. This book is going to be on the princess who kind of has that Snow White feel, but then at times she talks about being cold all the time and turning to ice, but there's no special powers about it. She's honestly mentally ill because she refuses to use her powers, which you're going to find out through all the books up to this point makes you kind of go mad. Okay, so this book is going to be the final, like I said, of the whole series. This is the battle. This one's gruesome, guys. You're going to be on the moon for a lot of it. You're going to have the battle for the throne, which this whole thing has been leading up to. Because Queen Lavina, I may be pronouncing that wrong, but she is an awful ruler, and so this whole idea is Cinder's going to take back her throne, and she's going to be the rightful queen of the moon, and she's going to make real good alliances with the earth, treat her people better, all of that stuff. You're going to, through this book, you're going to learn about the people of the moon, the way that they're treated, the way that the monarchy runs the moon, the way it all came to be. Even things about the queen that you didn't know before. Cinder really does kind of get a good insight into that. Because you have so many characters on the moon, at this point you're going to have some characters in this district, some characters in that district, some characters in the castle, some characters guests. So it really just depends on where you are in the book, where you're going to find out about different things. You even actually see things from the queen's view at different times through this book. Some of her soldiers. It's a complete ending. You're going to feel like everything is finalized. It really has come to fruition for the whole idea of the storyline. At the end, it ends with that whole and everybody, it doesn't say everybody who survived, but since everybody doesn't survive, it ends with, and they all lived happily ever after. So I don't know that there's going to be another one, like I said in the last video. Marissa Meyers figured this much out. I'm sure she could figure out how to add to this series as well if she decided to. Anyways, the main point of Winter is going to be about getting that throne, though. So it's really absolutely just worth it. Truly, all of the characters written in this book are completely worth knowing. Just absolutely fantastic. So after this book, I read Stars Above, which I wasn't sure if it was a actual storyline book or a bonus book. And it ends up being a bonus book. That book actually explains how Cinder made it to Earth, that book is the interlocking of how everything happened, that you almost know the story. So by this point, you're going to know how Cinder ended up with Scarlet's grandma, and then you're going, it talks about, like, from her grandma's point of view, so it'll actually even talk about Scarlet with her father and those types. It's really good. I think that it's potatoes to a steak dinner, So they're great to have there, but if you don't have them, it's not going to change the story. They're written just as well as the main storyline, and I think that Marissa gives them a reason. So I do think that you learn more about the characters than you already know, but I can't say that I think that it's absolutely imperative that you read them. Does that make sense? Anyways, over this series, I would just say it's really incredible. So I don't know if I mentioned this, but it's going to stay clean. There's not going to be any cussing. There's not going to be any sex scenes. There is kissing. That's pretty much it. But the gruesomeness, if you're a parent, that's just the only thing I would suggest. Almost, if you're not really sure the age, go to, like I said, Cress or Winter. Read some of the fight scenes in there and then decide whether or not it's worth it. Because that's really where you're going to figure those things out. They have, like I said, the wolf soldiers, so when they fight, they rip each other up and chew on bones and stuff like that. It's not just shooting with a gun and then the person's dead. There is some intense, gruesome description by Marissa Meyers. Alright, So I hope you guys all like this series. I hope you guys like the videos. I think I did them justice. I've tried really hard not to spoil anything, make it worth you guys reading. So, all right, if you like this review, go ahead and like it. If you have any questions or comments, leave those in the comment section below. And then, as always, if you want my videos every week, subscribe. This has been just an absolute blessing to be able to read this series, and I can't wait to share some of the other ones that I've been reading with you guys. Thank you for joining me.